Once you set these particular goals, you put them where you sleep, you pin them there, you follow them up, we can guarantee that you are on the right path to success. Because success does not come on a golden platter, neither on a silver platter. You have to work hard.
People, Jambo. This is a good Friday, and Mr. Wachiuri always said it's Furahi Day. And I tell you, when you know it's Friday, you know it's time for hashtag Ask Wachiuri. Right now, in your upande wa Facebook, and you can talk to us through our social media platforms. We have George Wachiuri at DJ Covenant at Optiven Limited. I tell you, this is the last Friday, but life has to go on. And that sets our topic today. We have a very nice topic that you need to hear. But before then, what shall we introduce our able mentor, Mr. Wachiuri. Karibu sana.
Thank you, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You look very sharp today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
It's concluding the year in style.
How was your Christmas?
Wow, the Christmas was traveling. It was fantastic. I had a wonderful time with my children.
Yes.
And it is one of the Christmas that I really thank God for, because I had a breather from Optiven. And I'm happy to see that we found time to tell people who follow us that we value them, we honor them, and as they prepare for the new year. Because there are some secrets we can reveal that we practice. And then they can be able to be better people, even more than us.
Remember, it's hashtag Ask Wachiuri, Facebook Live every Friday. Since it's the last Friday, but we are saying life has to go on. Mr. Wachiuri?
Yes.
Let's start on this note. You've made my Christmas. And you know, right now I feel like I'm in Singapore. Mr. Wachiuri just brought me a gift. Oh, it's written Singapore. Thank you for this.
Thank you, man.
You are thoughtful, Yani. I must say.
Christmas is about giving.
Yes.
And that's why even for us, our viewers out there, this particular Christmas, you must give something to somebody. Doesn't matter how small it is.
Yes.
You know, they look at the heart. So this is something that I said, you have been there, mentoring people out there.
Yes.
And I said, what can I buy you? And then I found this cape, very nice for you.
I will not wear it now, but in a couple. Thank you very much. Asante sana. I pick up the challenge. Thank you. Next time, next Friday.
And I'm sure even our viewers are also picking up the challenge.
Yes.
That you can be able to do something.
I know.
The year is still not over.
Yes.
It's not over until it is over. You can be able to pick something, bless your shoes, bless your family, bless a friend, bless somebody somewhere, because there is power in giving. Remember, we did a FB Live on giving, and we found a lot of messages, people saying, wow, George, I went there, I helped somebody, because that's the message. That's mentorship. We are talking about mentoring people to have better communities, to have better society. And I'm happy that our followers, they are really practicing some of these things that we are sharing here, and we don't take it for granted.
Actually, after that Facebook Live, I met a friend, and he told me, when I saw that message that during that time, I don't have parents, but I decided I will go celebrate with friends. And that means this team is doing a great job.
Very humbling.
And
very
we
humbling.
value a lot.
We value you. Thank you.
Yes, today we have a very exciting topic. Setting goals. Setting goals. I know mnauliza in mapema. No, it's not early. It's not. Right now it's the time that you need to know what you need to do in 2019. Ikifika hivi, you're already set for it.
Kujipanga.
Let's start there. Maybe it's setting goal for the success. We can start we define success, and then we come to these goals now.
I think for me, we are sharing what I personally do.
Yes.
Over the last 10 or so years, because before that I never knew about the purpose of goal setting or putting a plan there. Because if you're not planned for anything, you plan to fail, and you have no benchmark on how to gauge how 2018 was, because initially you had no plan, you had no goal. And I'm happy to see that we can share with our viewers, with our fans, on how to simply set successful goals, that once you set these particular goals, you put them where you sleep, you pin them there, you follow them up, we can guarantee that you are on the right path to success. Because success does not come on a golden platter, neither on a silver platter. You have to work hard. Yesterday I arrived here at around midnight. I called my baba in the midnight. Because by 7, we were to do this particular to do a particular media program.
Yes.
Success does not just come. You have to work for it. And you cannot work for it if you have not planned. So today,
yes,
this Friday, we'll share with our people who follow us on how to successfully set up these goals and follow them up. And then we meet again by the end of 2019 as we evaluate.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. We can go back. I don't know how old are you now. I don't know how many years or how old, when were you born. But there's something very interesting. 1975.
Oh,
I know you don't like this, but you're very successful. We must say.
I
know you like saying that, but you're very successful. But this is where you began. 1975. Where are you? I know there's a picture here.
Oh my goodness.
There's a picture which is here. 1975. Mr. Wachi, only brother Ketundi alikuwa na short. Yengine sitaendelea.
I think I was naked.
Let's do a recap on that.
Wow.
Because they need to see that.
You know, 1975 we were young people. And I remember that was a very challenging year for me because I had a snake bite. And if you read my book, you see, I actually died I was half dead for about 1 month in a general hospital whereby doctors were trying to treat the snake bite. And that year was very challenging. And you see that photo there is that I thank God that I'm alive. And when people are growing up, there are many challenges. Other than the snake bite, if you read my book, there's another time I was really thrashed by a cockerel.
Yes.
If you look at this ear here, it is torn. I was pricked, the ear was down, then it was pricked, and the doctors did something. So these are challenges when our children are growing up, and that's why for us, when we talk about parenting, when we tell parents to take care of their children, we mean it because we have gone through those challenges. The same year, 1976, I had a serious water ban. You know, I was a boy, I was a very hard-working boy, and I went to the kitchen. It was a wooden kitchen, and the water was boiling. So I went and picked the sufuria of water, and the entire water poured on me. If you look at me here, I had a serious burn. And those are the challenges when people are growing up. That's why today, the way you are right now, you need to thank God that you are alive. Because there are so many challenges, there are so many things that we go through when we are growing up. And for parents who are there, I think it's important. Part of your goals is a family goal. Spend time with your children. Because you never know. Maybe ningekufia pale lakini Mungu alikuwa akisema George utasurvive.
Alikuwa anajua tutafanya the last Friday of this year. Tutakuwa na Facebook
live. And by the way,
our
viewers and DJ Covenant, this is a very nice book to read. You read this book, if you don't shed a tear, your heart must be very hardened because this is a story of George Wachiuri. You know, the growing up, the schools, the challenges. And the book is to inspire people, to encourage people that today you may be having challenges, but tomorrow does not mean that you're going to have those challenges. So today's challenges doesn't define you tomorrow. That's why goal setting is very key. Because you follow them, it's important. Once you follow those goals, you are able to change from one level to the next.
Yes. Soaring like an eagle. That's the book. Yes, let's go now to these goals. Someone is asking, yes, now I'm ready to hear these goals.
Let me say that as we come to the end of the 2018, it's very, very important for all our viewers to review the goals they set in 2017 for 2018. Maybe some people will review, they're not happy with them because the first 3 months you forgot about them. And maybe you're saying, hey, George Bwana, I was to go to school to do my diploma. I have not even started the first semester. They put an X. I had to go to buy a plot. Even the ones for 9K for the youth opportunities offering, I have not even called or come to check how they are. Maybe out of 7 goals that you had last year or 10 goals, maybe only 3 that maybe you can tick. The message is, don't give up. You can start all over again. And I'll be able to share some of the things that I do. And one of the goals that I set, and I can ask our viewers to set it, is health goals. Health goal. Call it health goal. Because you need your body to be healthy. But for you to be healthy, it's not about eating everything that you find. It is eating things sparingly and well. It's about physical exercise. It's about thinking about your life. Maybe you're a young person out there. Do you have a life cover? Do you have a personal accident cover? So that we reduce these things of seeing when people die, everybody's on WhatsApp, fundraising. So do you have that life cover? Because you take care of your health. What do you put in your mouth? Today they are saying that the developed countries, we are losing a lot of people through lifestyle diseases. Kenya here, we're also losing a lot of people because of lifestyle diseases. Sometimes it's important to take care and to write it down that this year, part of my health goals, I'm going to exercise maybe 30 minutes in a day. I'm going to eat the right things. I'm going to do the right things to take care of the body that God has given you.
Something interesting, Mr. Wachiuri mentioned this early morning. You landed midnight. By 4 a.m., you were doing exercise.
That's not be a silly one. I think it's important because if you are out there and you are doing very busy kind of work, exercise is a must. If you don't create time for it, I can guarantee you are going to tafifia. So it's important to create time for exercise.
Exercise.
Yes.
Maybe someone would want, what are there type of exercise that I should do? Maybe someone anasema, of course I walk from home to work. I'm saying that is enough exercise.
I think it's good to be intentional and also be consistent. Not doing once and then you stop. Being consistent. If it is brisk walk, you walk. If it is going to the gym, go to the gym. If it is many exercises that you can find on the internet, do it and then be consistent. You can do 20 minutes, you can do 30 minutes, and then you are energizing, because they say that when you exercise, your body produces some hormones that inspires you, that makes you smile during the day. And you can tell people who don't exercise, they are always they are gloomy because the body is compacted, it's not moving. So let me tell you, there's a secret on taking care of your health.
There's a big fraternity that we need to address.
Yes. And somebody was saying to me the other day that, George, can somebody have fitness goals? Yes, you can have fitness goals so that you're able to take every day. You say, today I've done it, tomorrow I've done it. And then once you do it for 21 days, it becomes the culture. And then that culture becomes a high performance culture. So you can be able to do it.
There's this big clique, or a large, they say they are the majority, the 1 GB guys.
Yes.
Yes. Do they have to go to gym? I don't know.
I think exercise or your health is the concern of everyone. Look at Kenya today. We are losing so many people through cancer. And that's why I also tell people that as you take care of your health, even the food you eat, question, where are these food grown? These fish, where are these fish from? So that you are able to, you can try as much as possible to do organic. And that's why for us, people who are selling properties in Optiven properties, we give them sufficient space to do organic farming. If you go to Victory Gardens, there are some customers who have already done their homes, and they have a garden at the back. In that particular garden, they can feed their sukumas, their onions there, and you can be able to do organic farming. Because let me tell you, Kenyans, if you're not careful, we are losing a lot of people through lifestyle diseases, diabetes, cancer, and we must do something. We must discuss it, because if we don't discuss it, we don't have sufficient health facilities to take care of lifestyle diseases. Bona, lazima tukae 90 plus. Kama mimi lazima 90 plus.
Yes.
After 90, I go say hi to Abraham.
Awesome. That was health goal.
Yes.
Now we go to the second one.
Let me say that as people set up these goals, we are human beings. This is something I call spiritual goal. That you are a spirit, you are human. You need a personal relationship with your God. This year, I know some people, 2018, they never went to church. You can say, this year I will attend maybe 50% or 70% of Sunday services. Not only attending, you can be able to go there and participate. Maybe be an usher, serve in the church, do something. In your own compound, you have a Bible study. For us, we call them Destiny Life studies. You can be able to join those Bible studies, participate, read the Word of God. Like for me, every morning, I spend about 20 minutes reading the Bible. Because you don't set it as a goal, you never read it. If you don't set it as a goal in the morning to pray, you never pray. And especially for us who are Christians, you are supposed to pray about 5 times, just like Muslims. 5 times. When you wake up in the morning, mid-morning, lunchtime, 3, and then before you sleep. And as you pray, something happens within your spirit. Because at the end of the day, we are spiritual beings. So we require spiritual goals. Why not?
So this year we are saying, coming here, we are saying we have to do at least 50% of the service.
More than 50%. Of course, for me,
yes.
I have no excuse of not doing 99%. But for our viewers, because people are not the same, we are inspiring you, we are encouraging you please do 50%. Enda tu kanisa. After this coming Sunday, just go to church.
Just attend.
Exactly, just attend. Yeah.
Maybe I'm privileged to be hearing so many other things behind the scene. You said this year, coming year, you want to be an usher.
That was a secret discussion, but anyway, personally, I love having. I've done ushering for about 6 years, and I feel that I like it, I love it. And one of the goals for 2019 for me is to go back to where I used to enjoy being an usher in the church. Wow. And maybe you are there, you are saying, George, my church is too big. Go to your pastor. You can find something to do in that church, even if it means sweeping or arranging seats. God looks at those simple things, and those simple things are going to open doors for you, so that by the end of 2019, this spiritual goal is going to pull you over other difficult things, because God's favor is going to be with you. Wow. Yes.
There are so many areas that I think we can be discussed under that, but due to time interest, we can go to number 3. Yes.
Goal number 3. Remember, you're discussing 7 key areas of goal setting. 7 key areas, and 7 is is a good number.
Yes.
Social goals. We are social beings. Right here, we are talking to thousands and thousands of people through social media. Yes. So it's important for you who is watching us to have the right networks. And for you to have right network, you have to work for it. Don't wait for friends to look for you. Look for them. Be helpful to them. Be positive to them. Because social goals enable us to reduce stress. Remember, we did a video on how to manage depression and stress. Yes. People who are antisocial, they are prone to depression. And if you want to fight depression in 2019, people can work together. Network, and you must be purposeful. If you're doing business, you can't talk of business if you don't network. You have to be intentional about networking. Look for those events. Attend. Carry your business card. Talk to people. Break the ice. Maybe next time we'll teach people on how to break the ice.
Yes.
That
one is very key.
Exactly.
You are touching me.
Yes. Exactly. So this social goal is very, very important. And put it down. Write it down, because it helps. Visit places. There is power in visiting. If you look at Kenya today, Kenyans, we are very close. If somebody is in Rift Valley, for example, maybe Kip Korir is watching us from Rift Valley. You only know Rift Valley. If you're in Central, you only know Central. Bwana, tembea Kenya, Bwana. Tembea Kenya. Kenya is beautiful.
That's a challenge.
Some people come to Kenya and say, wow, you have a beautiful country. Yet, we don't visit. Get your friends and go to Naivasha, go to Mombasa, go to places, because as you go to places, your mind opens up to new ideas. That's why for entrepreneurs who are watching us, if your job is only to lock yourself in the office, under the desk or the CEO's desk, those ideas will never come. Because when you go out there, you see how things are done, and ideas come and say, wow, I think I can implement this in my career, in my business. So that social goal pushes people to the next level, and it's very, very, very important.
There's our viewer who is watching, called Mercy DK, is asking, Mr. Wachiuri, I don't talk much, so how can I even network? Because I can't even talk to my friends.
But still, network starts from ourselves. You can network with yourself. There are people who don't like themselves, and I tell people, go to the mirror, look at that person, talk to him. Once you have sorted out issues within yourself, it is so easy now to talk to other people. Social network. Because you can't live as a lone ranger. You cannot. You need people out there. Of course, some people are reserved, and that's their nature.
It's a nature.
But you can be able to learn on how to socialize. Today we are living on information age. You can find information on internet. You can find information on the books. You can read those books, and you can be able to see how can I be able to network. And other than that, by the way, you can also celebrate yourself. Maybe you have your own birthday. Maybe nobody has ever celebrated you. You can celebrate yourself. As you do that, call a friend, and it becomes a social network. Maybe you are there, you have a girlfriend. These are social things. Muite kahawa, mkunye kahawa, mwambie today, happy birthday to you. There are many things, there are many reasons, there are many activities we can do to socialize. Those who are running businesses, make activities for your employees. They are able to socially mingle, socially understand each other. Because life is Life is short, man. Why complicate one? Some people have got faces, become one as a umamutu. Yet life is short and simple. Make it simple for yourself, make it simple for other people.
Celebrate.
And you can only do this if you have it as a goal. The goal of social goal.
So it means like, does it mean like every year that you celebrate your birthday, like, or it means just once?
Yes.
Of
course, that is one of them. You have friends.
Yes.
Maybe you know George was born on this date. Make it an event.
Oh.
Let life be eventful. And that's why you find that people who are living in Asia and people living in, say, for example, in the US, these are two different setup of people, because Asian countries, they are very social. Every simple reason for an event, they go for an event. They are parties people. You go to the US, they are chasing after the dollar. They have no time for you. They don't know their neighbors. You go to Asia, they know all the villagers. And for us Africans, we are mixed up. Because now some of us are behaving like Asians. Others are behaving like people either from Europe or from the US. And we mix up that you don't know your neighbor. That is dangerous. And that's not how we are brought up. Socially, you are supposed to know who is your neighbor. Wow. Yes.
Wow. At least make sure you know. Exactly. This is the Nyumba Kumi initiative.
I really liked it. Nyumba Kumi initiative. Because something can happen. Nowadays, people are going to WhatsApp. Those WhatsApp people, you don't know them. For me, I get every kind of request. Fundraising, events, people I have never met, I do not know. Maybe they are our fans. But don't go to WhatsApp. Develop those social networks. Even in Kitengera, we are doing projects. People are doing homeowners association. There's one of my friend says, I can't join this particular group.
Yes.
The other day, he had a need. The neighbor said, Sasa, okay, we are not going to live, but we need each other. So wherever you are, be a social being. The departments you are working, you don't associate with the people. That's your family. If you're working for Optiven is your family. If you're a customer for Optiven, well, any family member, so we can be able to make life better for ourselves and also for our society and also for our country, because a united society makes a greater country. A divided society, the country can only disintegrate. Look at the countries like Yemen, what is happening. It was a country that's developing, but now they are disintegrating. Why? Because people are a bit selfish. They're only looking at their own means. And that's why we insist on our videos.
Yes.
Let people be givers.
Wow. Yes. I can see a lot of people on Facebook that they're saying they're watching. I can see Peter Njoroge is saying, I'm watching and loving the show. There's Emma Yuni saying, this is lovely. I like it.
Thank you.
There's someone called Kamau Njoroge is saying, wow.
I hope, Kamau, you are putting up your goals, Bwana. There's 7 key areas.
Yes.
So that next year we come here. Yes. That's Kamau and Eunice.
Yes.
What did you do?
What they did.
Yes.
We can go to the next one now. Number 4.
This one is very weighty. It's financial goals, man. Financial.
Sasa hii ni mambo ya pesa.
Hapa bwana. And everybody now, of course, people are excited. It's December.
Yes.
And remember the last FB Live, we were talking about managing money in December, because December and January, they are sisters.
Yes.
January is coming. And if you have financial goal and you follow it to the dot, let me tell you, I can guarantee you will succeed. And one of the things that we teach people or we practice is about savings. The money you get from your work, from your sweat, 10% is not your money. Take it to the church. Wow. 10% to the savings. 20% sort out your insurance issues. 60% bwana. Enda pale ukikoba ujispoil bwana. Jivinjari ka time nzuri. You know.
Yes.
And once you save 10% for over 10 years, 15 years, it will make the whole difference. The other day I saw some friend of mine. He's from Denmark. And he was telling me that for them, by the time they are 50 years, they are all millionaires. Because they were taught when they were young. And that's why mentorship is very important. And I'm happy that on the 18th of January 2019, I'll be meeting young people who are going to university. Wow. In this particular hall, Open Transformation Center.
Yes.
On how life is in the university and after the university. This guy told me in Denmark, by the time you are 50, you are a millionaire. Because the time you start your internship, you are taught 10% you must save. And that's minimum. He was telling me some people save up to 20%. You can imagine 10% for 25 years. Uko na pesa. Na hii pesa is not static. It's generating other money. Maybe 10% or 50% per year. And that's the culture that we must set as a financial goal that the money you are receiving, my friend, 10%, of course, 10% save. Those savings can do exploits. Join those circles. That money, once you accumulate it, buy an investment.
Invest
within the financial goal. Buy an investment, and you never buy an investment if you have not planned for it. I remember when I was young and I finished the university.
Yes.
You know, I was living in a very small house in Dadora. Very small house with my brother. And I wrote somewhere, one of my goals, if God gives me money, I'll buy a house. It doesn't matter where. And that's why I bought my first house in 1999 in Komalok. People were saying, hey, Komalok is far. Far from where, my friend? Far from where? You have to have a goal that you have a home, whether it is Nairobi, in Komalok, in Githurai, wherever it is, because where you are calling far today, it is town tomorrow. And that's why people come to Oakville. Look at people who are doing Victory Gardens. It's now town.
Yes.
2 years ago, it seemed to be like far. But you have to have that investment goal. Write it down. This year, 2019, what are you looking at? Do you want to move from your rental to your own house, or do you want to move from your current financial situation to the next one? Yes. So put it down, financial goal. And if you are married, usifanye peke yako bwana. Ita bibi pale dunia kahawa.
Include
discuss.
Yes.
It's called eyeball to eyeball. Discuss and say, we have lived in Uziro for so long.
Yes.
And now we need to buy a house in Uziro. Do a search together. Don't wait for the money to come. Do a search together. You say, by the end of 2019, we'll pay a deposit and go for a mortgage. And don't fear mortgages. That's how people set investment goals. You may not even live in that house, but you can rent it. It's money, it's equity. And the other day we talk about how real estate can be able to generate money. So put it down. Write it down. Yes.
Mr. Wachiuri, when we talk about investment, someone there is asking, where can I invest? There is a place that they can invest. As either whether you're 1 month or 40 years.
Yes.
What is that they can invest in?
You know, for us at Octavian, I like Octavian because the management of Octavian, they care about the young people. We did a proposal on how to help these people from age 1 month to 40 years. What can they do? And the management agreed that with 9,000 a month, you can be able to get a property with the title deed. Can you imagine? A property that's only 1.3 kilometers off the tarmac, and 9,000, and we are giving them 4 years to pay. That means if you are a young person out there, you are a parent, and you are saying, my children have nothing in this city. You can be able to come to Octavian Barclays Plaza. You can write to us, info@octavian.co.ke, and we can be able to take you to have a look. You step on it, you know, that particular property, and then you start paying. And we don't want people to give excuses of not investing. And of course, if you are senior Kenyan, we have other properties. A man reached the place of peace, whereby it's a property for palatial homes. We have Victory Gardens. It's a property that's also very good. And I'm happy that we'll be giving title deeds on, is it 12th? On 12th of January, 2019. So if you are there, you invested there, we are meeting there at Victory Gardens. So if you are there, you are young, you can be able to come and partner with Octavian. And I'm happy that DJ Covenant, where you are also in that group, and I'm happy that you are part and parcel of Octavian family. And thank you for investing when you are young. And there are many other DJs out there, and they make money. You guys, you make money.
A lot of money.
Where you can hide this money, nowhere else but Octavian, because we can give you an investment vehicle for you to invest. And I'm happy that young people are coming. Last week, we handled tens and hundreds of young people who want to pick this 9K deal. We are calling it #Jikamatie Proti, now Octavian.
Yes.
You are there. Tell somebody. You can go to log in our website, www.octavian.co.ke, and you see the kind of properties we are offering. And not only that one for 9K, we have one for 20K a month.
20K a month.
Mkuja wawili, mnajisort na 10K each. Mkiwa waine,
that is 5.
And you have a title in your 4 names. That's how people acquire properties. And my friend, don't say it's far. This particular property, because today may be having lower value. 10 years to come, it will be millions. And that's how people create wealth. Octavian, we are here for you.
Due to interest of time, maybe we need to rush on to the other points. I know there are many people are saying, wow, today I'm learning a lot of things.
We are now in number 6.
Yeah, we are now in number 6.
Wow. Well, interesting. We are talking about the 7 key areas of goal setting that can set our viewers to a success trajectory. That once you plug these 7 things, the time we meet after 12 months, you say, hey, George and DJ Covenant, thank God I listened to this particular video. The last one, the last goal you must set is career goal.
Career goal.
Because most of our followers are between age 15 to that 4 years.
Yes.
You have a career. you can be able to develop that career. You can be able to state what you want that career.
Yes.
And maybe you are saying, for me to go to the next level, I'll go to school to build up my skills. Maybe there are other people saying, I have only one skill, I need a second skill. You can be able to say, 2019, mi narudi shule bwana. Mi lazima ni earn the money I want. Because it's called career development. And of course, there are other people who say, George Bwana, 2018, my attitude towards work was bad. You can change it.
You change it.
Because once you change your attitude, your career also develops. Because no employer who wants people who complain. No employer wants people who always mama.
Let's say, for example, if
Yes.
I want to do another skill, and I can add even more than 2, more than 4, more than 5, can I do that?
You know what we do, and I'm happy that on the 18th of this month,
Yes.
we are meeting young people in this particular place. Young people go to university to guide them on career selection and also how to follow your passion, how to follow your passion to develop your career. And if you are there, you have a young person, we can be able, I'm spending 2 hours with them on 18th from 11 all the way to 1 o'clock. Talking to them. Because some of us, we made mistakes. Personally, I made a lot of mistakes. When I was growing up, I never knew about career. So what I saw is somebody saying, I want to do BCom. So I just saw a beautiful name, BCom. I wrote on my university application, BCom. I never knew what is BCom. And there are millions of young people who don't know which career to select. And for us, we are saying we can be able to talk to them so that we listen to them and we guide them, not to force them. And I always tell parents, don't force your children to do courses hata wewe ukifanya atakuwa daktari na wewe biology ulikuwa ukipata E. In my Greek it's called deshi. You know, you are getting an E. So let your children pursue their careers. And when we talk about career development, there are many of us, personally, I was confused. You try accounting, you try supply chain management, you try warehousing. Nobody's guiding you. And we spent a lot of years moving here and there.
Yes.
And that's why today we say we can be able to guide our young people. So don't be everywhere. Do one thing and do it so well that when people are looking for the best DJ in Africa, they only say DJ Covenant.
Amen.
The DJ.
Amen.
Because you are good in your work.
Very
And that's why we tell the young people, be good with what you do. Even in ICT, be the best in ICT. Some of us, we are meandering. Unajaribu hii, unajaribu ile. But we are telling young people, what you feel in your heart, you love it. Focus on it. Reposition yourself. Go for it and be the best.
Yes.
That's why they talk about being a professor. You know what is a professor? Professor is doing too much for something very useful. You know, professor of molecules.
My professor.
And maybe for our viewers who may be saying, George Bwana, Miss Gate University, we can be able to develop these people, to develop the skills. The other day in church, my bishop asked us, do we have people here with the skills? Only one had that went up. The guy was a carpenter. The church was looking for a carpenter. Only one carpenter. We were looking for a painter. There was no painter. So if you're out there, you can be able to develop your skill. You can be the best painter in the world, the best mason in the world. Develop it. And once you develop it, you charge that skill. And that is one thing that we must do as Kenyan people. As
Wow. Margarita Maina is saying, how can I attend that career talk?
It's easy. You just, it's free, we are not charging. You just come and, you can call us on 0702-8310 or write an email, info@optivent.co.ke. We are going to be here for 2 hours. Come with all the questions. I'm going to share my own experience because I've interacted with thousands and thousands of young people, especially graduates, and they're able to ask questions as they wish. Yes.
Joe Morris from Denmark is saying, next time I want to be in that panel.
Thank you, Joe. We value you, and I'm happy that there's a lot of people, watching us from the US, from Europe, from Dubai, from South Africa, from Kenya, and we are happy that this particular show is becoming more popular. And don't be selfish. Share it. Tell somebody to like our YouTube, George Wachiuri, DJ Covenant. Just like it because you'll be able to get this information every once a week because Life DJ Covenant is about giving. Yes.
It's the last Friday of the year, but it doesn't mean it's our last day to be here.
No.
Means next year we still have more session on mentorship.
Wow.
And maybe this year, maybe we have that one word for this.
As you approach the new year, thank you for tagging in this particular program. I think we are very, very grateful. We have seen thousands and thousands of people following us and share with somebody. And we wish you a very good year 2019, and God is going to open doors for you. Please, let's link up in 2019, God willing, so that we keep empowering each other.
We tell them,
we value you. God bless you.
Tupatane Singapore.